Let's talk about love. Not any kind of love, but our first love. Let me tell you about Sophia. I was in a party while on vacation in Orlando. I was sitting in a corner playing Clash Royale when I suddenly saw her. At that moment, I fell in love, and I decided to go say something. It felt like we already knew each other, and we kept talking until the party ended. I got her Snapchat, and then we kept talking all night long. The next day, I had to go back home. We were apart for 2 months. This was around January. I was in Georgia, she was in Florida, and we used to talk for hours every day, and we watched all the seasons of the best cartoon ever made. Yes, Chowder. Chowder is the best cartoon ever made, highly recommended by me. This was literally us. So March comes in, we're excited to see each other, but there were some rules that I had to follow. Number 1, wear decent clothing. You're telling me this is not hard? Number 2, my dad can know we have something. So we have to lie? Okay, whatever. And 3, you're not here to see me, you're here to visit your family. None of my family lives in Orlando. So I follow the rules, I get ready to go to the house, and I start driving. I was very nervous, but I was confident. So when I got there, her dad opened the door. He was very friendly, and so was her mom. Long story short, they liked me, and we had a green light to hang out for the next 3 days. So the next day, we decided to go to Fun Spot, an amusement park in Orlando. If you never heard of it, let's say it's like Universal when you're in a budget. We had so much fun, nothing out of the ordinary. A few hours after that, I dropped her at her house, and I went back to my hotel. The next day, we didn't do much because she had to work, so I just drove around Orlando. And then on the third day, we decided to go to Disney Springs, just to walk around and take pictures like couples do, I guess. We walked around for a little bit, and then we decided to go to the Lego store. Just before we got in, there was this guy. This doesn't have anything to do with the story, but it just makes me so fucking mad that I genuinely hate the place. He said, quote, "Hello guys, don't forget to talk about Bruno." This was a guy working in a Lego store, I'd say around 45 years old, and you're telling me, don't forget to talk about Bruno? I don't even like that movie. I hate that movie so much, and I hate the place, thanks to that person. If you're watching this, I hope you get fired. Anyways, we're walking around the store, and then I stopped to look at the Star Wars sets, specifically the Mos Eisley Cantina. It was almost $400, and it had almost 4,000 pieces. And I like Star Wars. I have a couple of Star Wars sets myself, but I really wanted this one. She saw me staring at it, and she was like, "Do you want it?" I was like, "No, why would I want it? I've been looking at it for the past 8 minutes, but that doesn't mean I want it." So she grabbed the box, she went to the counter, and paid. At that moment, I couldn't believe what was going on. I've never gotten anything that expensive. The most expensive thing my parents got me was a Nintendo DS. So after she pays, she told me to grab the box to post for a picture, and here's the picture for all of you haters. And I remember clearly what she said after that. Quote, "You're the best boyfriend ever. You deserve the world." At that time, I was thinking, this is too good to be true. Or is it? So we got to the car, I drive her home. We got a little sad because I was about to leave tomorrow, but we were excited because we were already making plans to see each other in a month or 2. I go back to my hotel, start packing, and then I hear my phone. She was calling me, I picked up, and she was crying. This is what happened. So her bank account is linked to her dad's account, so he could see everything she does. Well, he saw a $400 purchase, and then he told her, quote, "He's using you. You're so stupid. I'm going to put a restraining order on him, and I want to talk to him tomorrow." I was like, all right, yeah, this was too good to be true. I couldn't sleep that night. My flight was at 10 a.m., and I had to cancel it. I got ready and went to her house around 11 a.m. to wait for her dad, and he decided to not show up. I left the Lego set with her. I looked at her for the very last time and left. I had to wait on the airport for about 8 hours for the next flight home. I was very sad. We were talking, and we knew that we are never going to see each other again. I finally get on a flight. I go back home, and then it was very difficult to talk. Her dad kept pulling phone call records and told her that if he finds out that we're talking, he's going to do anything he can to stop it. So we decided to break up. And then for the next, I'd say 3 months, I was very depressed. And then shortly after, I find out that she had left the country for reasons I still don't know. So, what did we learn? Love can be complicated. Sometimes it's about the person, sometimes it's about timing, or sometimes it's about a $400 Lego set. Rest in peace, most seriously, Cantino.